Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey, I hope you're having a great day. I want to thank you for joining us today. We have a wonderful show just for you, lined up, all ready to go. Through years of preparation, we're bringing you this for your listening and mind-stimulating enjoyment. We've got Wes over here working the cameras. There he is.
Oh, frozen already.
Frozen
Wow.
already. Wow. Frozen in time. Gail's working the message board. And so it's a family affair. It's a family affair. And so anyway, here we are. Boy, the week just flies by, doesn't it? It's like, it seems like we just finished. As a matter of fact, last night I went and got the computer out of here to work on some things. On this particular computer, I do all the my Studio One recording stuff, and I didn't realize I haven't worked on it in a week or better because this thing is still in the studio. Anyway, enough of that. So what do we got going on today? Well, here's the theme of the show. We've got this guitar that I bought at the guitar show in Santa Maria, after I had seen it in Nashville. And we did a little deal in Nashville. And so I saw that guitar again from these dealers, and they're friends of ours. They're really fun people. And I thought, geez, maybe I ought to get that thing again. I just like the sound of it. It just had a great tone. I'll get it down in a couple of minutes. This is called The Rundown. This is what's up. All right, so anyway, that particular song was called Meditation. And Meditation is a wonderful Joe Beam tune, fairly easy, and it's one of the songs that we're going to be doing at our camp. And that is for the C group, the more the novice group. And it's a fun little song. Anyway, we have a lesson on that. Isn't that a great little tune?
Why is it called meditation?
Why not? I don't
Well,
know.
who wrote it?
Antonio Carlos Jobim.
Oh,
Obviously.
maybe he was into meditation, right?
He could have been meditating and levitating all at the same time. Who knows? And he wrote it. But it's just a great little song. Just fun, easy play. Nothing is easy, right? You can take the simplest things and make it hard.
And what? So which group is doing that at camp?
The C group.
Is that the?
That's the novice.
Got it.
Got it?
Yep. Sorry, I'm trying to restart my computer since I keep on freezing back here.
So I'm playing, this is the Pisano 380, AR 380. Beautiful looking axe. We're going to be playing that guitar today. He's got just a sweet little tone. By the way, we're always going direct. Anyway, I'm drifting off into La La Land. So, did you see the videos that Wes put out this week? The one about the Eastman 610. That is a sweet guitar, and you know what? Got several calls on it. Nobody pulled the trigger on it yet. And we also, he put out this video. Somebody had requested on the live stream, hey, can you play like Pat Martino? So I tried to do that, So I didn't get outside enough. I needed to get more outside after I'm looking at that. But anyway, yeah. And then we put a video up called something like The Moment That Haunts Me, about when I dropped the guy's 175. So, yeah, I laugh. He didn't. Let's see who's here today, Wes. Robert or Roland Mueller, good morning. Simon Cohen from London. England swings. Let's do it different. England swings like a pendulum do. Bobby's on bicycle 2x2. Left whizzer, I'll be the power of Big Ben, the lonely cheeks of the little children. Roger Miller, that guy was talented, wasn't he? Let's see, who else? From Louisiana, he never returned as a horse.
That's Al.
Al.
I got tired of saying that long name, so I just learned his name.
I see. Well, that's a lot easier name. I like names that are only 2 letters.
Yeah, and somehow you end up finding a way to like misspell it or mispronounce it. All is like Ed. It's like Ed.
No, come on. Really, I wouldn't do that. Jim Rolfe. Hi, Jim Rolfe. How are you, sir?
Oh, good. I'm not frozen anymore. Yeah.
I kind of liked you better frozen.
I'm going to kill my mic, too. Yeah.
And kill the mic. Yeah, let's see. Stephen K. from Olympia. Thank you for joining us. And WC, Ray. Hey. This morning I watched a Benny Hill little clip on YouTube. Those things are funny, man. I like that stuff. Three Stooges, Benny Hill, yeah, Mel Brooks. Now we're talking. That's humor. Mike, good afternoon, everybody. Yes, thank you all for joining us. Appreciate it. Rich, play any live solo gigs? Yes, I do. Do I use backing tracks? Well, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If it's like a 3 or 4 hour gig, I'll use backing tracks because my hand can't take it. You know, when you play like that, your hand never leaves the guitar. You know, so maybe in between songs, I put my arm down and kind of go like this with my hand, you know. But by the way, don't ever shake your hand like this. Very bad for your wrist. So otherwise, your hand never comes off the guitar. And I don't know. I used to be able to do it, but I don't even try anymore. But if it's a 2 hour, no problem. I'll play just the guitar. Tom Jobim was his brother. Hi, Kirby. What's happening, man? Danielle, thank you for that question. And
She has another question there.
where does she?
Yeah, she said, other than cosmetics, is that Paisano substantially different than the AR-372?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, number one, the 372 is much fatter. This isn't as fat as the 372. The pickup is in a different location, which, if you know what I've talked about over the years, is that I like the pickup as far away from the bridge as possible. And so when it's over here, you know, it's like, you know, it's like plucking like this. Look at, if I pluck here, or if I pluck here, big difference in tone, right? So, you know, where you pluck and where the pickup is sitting, it makes a big difference in the tone. So anyway, yeah, that's some of the differences. And of course, the appearance is pretty. It's got the magnetic truss rod cover, because you do adjust the neck quite often. Okay, so you want to do that, make it easy. Anything else, Wes?
Yeah, Al said, nice sounding Eastman, no neck binding.
It's black.
Oh. Let's see.
Black, I think it's black.
That's kind of cool.
Or is that binding, or is that the fretboard? I don't know. Maybe that's just the fretboard. But it's nice.
It doesn't look like binding.
Yeah, it's nicely done. It feels like binding. It's not like, so, I don't know.
Although it looks like that's black binding around the headstock, but
yeah, exactly. This is black binding.
But it doesn't continue on to the.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, well, you're right in front of it.
Well, it looks like it is.
Whoa.
Well, where's the camera? Put the camera.
The camera took a dive.
What are you doing, man? Switch it over to that one. Attaboy.
You want the switcher over there?
I could, you know. So anyway.
I don't know. That looks like it's just around the headstock, but either way, it looks cool.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It flows so gracefully into it that I don't know what it is. That's a pretty sounding guitar. Nicely balanced.
It does look different without the binding on that neck. I think it looks kind of sleeker.
It is sleek, yeah. It's got that sleek look. It makes it look nice. You know, and it's got these nice big position markers. So, you know, you don't need them on the fretboard to look at. But anyway. So anyway, there it is. And I have two of these, waiting for somebody to buy them.
Mike asked, I think someone asked this last week too, was I struggle with octaves. Any tips or exercises to suggest?
Yeah, you know, you want to get used to playing across the neck. So, you mute the second string. The middle string with the index fingers, muting it. See, so go like this. I can't help but conform to a key. I shouldn't do that. Just stay on the fret. And then take it all the way back down. And what the problem is we don't play things enough. So you got to keep playing this over and over and over and over across the neck. Okay? Now, scale-wise, you'd learn to play a major scale, then a minor or a Dorian, a dominant 7 scale, arpeggio, diatonic arpeggios, etc., etc. All right, that's the best way, I think, to learn how to play across the neck, and then you'll be on. It really is.
On your way to sounding just like Wes, right?
Exactly. And use your thumb. All right.
Tom had a question. Rich, do you have a preferred approach to learning the arpeggios for the chord changes when starting to master a new tune?
Preferred approach
to learning the arpeggios for the chord changes.
Yeah, I think it's good just to take 4 chord changes at once. Let's say it's 2-5-1-6, whatever, or 2-5-1-4, something like that. Learn. So go if it's in. Let's say we're in the key of G, since we just did the key of G. So you're going to go A minor, D7, G major 7. Okay, C major 7. So now you want to play 2 octaves of it. Okay, and now you play it in a different shape. So let's go over here. Let's go in this direction. So really try to get really super familiar with it. Here's an A minor here starting on the 3rd. Okay, here's a D7 starting on the 3rd. Or I like to play D9. Think of it as F sharp minor 7-5-5. G major 7. Let's think of it as B minor. C major 7. So yeah, learn it in a few different shapes. Just take 4 measures, four of the chord changes at a time. It's easier. Don't try to do the whole song at once. Just take 4, work on it, woodshed it, move on to the next 4, etc. I think that's the best thing for you.
Nice. And then you'll be on your way to sounding just like Wes.
Yes.
So Mark Wilkerson had a question here. Mark in Dallas. Let's see. Why do you turn around the pickup ring when you install the Renwall washers?
because on some guitars, this one is right. Can you see that the pickup is closer, or unless my eyes are deceiving me, it's closer to the string right here, this part of the pickup, as opposed to here. Sometimes you'll put in a pickup ring, and the back of the pickup is closer to the string than the front. I want the sound of the front of that pickup as far away from the bridge as possible. So if you can see on this, let me show you on this 170 or L5 here.
Oh, dead air. We've been watching these videos on YouTube about how like these creators cut out every moment of dead air on their,
Yes.
and they have these programs that just automatically cut out the dead air, and it's somewhat ridiculous because like the video is so choppy and
Yeah.
so
Lars, what's his name? Jensen?
Jens Larson.
His is like that. All right, let's look at the minor 7 scale. All right, so see this here? Which camera are you in? So I reverse the pickup ring. Maybe you can see it on this side. I reverse the pickup ring on this. So the front of the pickup is closer to the string than the back of the pickup. Otherwise, it would be the other way around. And you know I don't like that. So anyway, that's the name of that song.
The name of that song.
Yeah.
On this same topic here, Richard Jenkins said, does raising the pickup off the body help or affect a semi-hollow guitar like the T59?
You know, you'll have to decide for yourself. I personally think it does. You wouldn't think it would, but I think it does. Maybe it's just, not so much the front pickup because you got the neck joint there and everything, but the back pickup, you certainly do.
Nice.
So it's true. It's very true. So anyway,
Oh,
hi, Mark Larkins.
W.C. Ray said the sound is great today. That's awesome.
It is. Wow, I wonder why.
Yeah, because I'm all over this audio board back here.
Yeah, I get that.
Danielle went on to, she asked about the playing with tracks because she says she's playing for 2 hours tonight sitting on a stool. Mm-hmm. Think I will be paying for practicing sitting back on a futon during the pandemic. Different position and ergonomics. So do you ever experience that? Like they give you some funky. Well, you always bring your own stool, right?
Yeah, I take my own stool.
But you don't practice on that stool though.
I do not. No.
So does it ever get like, oh man, like the first 10 minutes of the gig, you're like, oh God, this is gonna suck. My back's already.
I always say that anyways.
We get through half a song and you're like, oh my God, I got like an hour and 55 more minutes of this.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Yes, I hear. I hear what you're saying. So the best thing is take some aspirin or something ahead of time. Take some Aleve.
A couple
Vicodins.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Really relax into the gig.
Here's a tune, Relaxing in Camarillo. Relaxing. Whoops.
Is that whose song is that?
Charlie Parker.
Huh. Was he like in LA a lot or what?
She was in Camarillo Hospital.
Oh.
For I might go back and play that other one. I think I don't know the full story about it, but I know he was there and he wrote. I don't know if people went there just to recover, or I think it was mainly possibly for drug addiction, and I don't know. But we used Gail lived right down the street from that hospital. Now it's a college, and fortunately, it worked out really well because a lot of the inmates there, when it was a hospital, became the professors at the college. That was funny. But anyway, so, anyway, that's where that came from.
Al said a funny comment here. He said that Eddie Van Halen did the opposite of what you do and screwed his pickup directly into the body.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. There you go.
Well.
See what happens when you do that. You should do that to your L5. The red one. The red. Jasper, though, has a question here. Hi, Rich and Wes. A few months ago, I inherited a Fender Super Reverb amp from my dad. Still has the original valves. Any advice on replacing them?
Boy, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Do you have to replace them? Is it really noisy? What do you mean the valves? Is that the tubes you mean?
Yeah, it's like a motor. It's got
valves. Yeah. I should know that, but maybe is Rob Briggs here? No.
Yeah, he would be the guy to comment on that.
Ask. Yeah, I don't know what I would do with that. If it's really noisy, you got to do something with it. But anyway.
Yeah, he said the tubes are pretty dead.
Oh yeah. Well, get yourself some nice tubes. God, tubes used to be so cheap, man. You'd run down to Thrifty Drug and pick up a tube. 6L6 was what, $3.
And they sold them at a drugstore?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a trip.
Yeah. Tube testers. You could take your tubes out of your amp and go test them.
Huh.
So anyway, hey, Jeff Linsky. Hi, Jeff. Thanks for joining us, man. Jeff is a wonderful guitarist. Where are you at? He's right now, Jeff. Are you on the other side of the planet? He's usually all over the world. But anyway.
Yeah, apparently valves are tubes, according to Mike.
had to play that because it's on our list.
What was the name of that?
That ain't misbehaving.
That's A Camp's favorite standard.
Is it?
That's what he said.
So Jeff said, wait a minute, he's back from Asia in California now. You're sounding great. Thanks, Jeff. Asia. Wow. I'm always afraid to go over there. Not that I have the opportunities, but I would still be like,
Yeah, I want to go. It'd be sweet. I want to go to like the Philippines or something. That'd be awesome.
really?
Plus, it's like really, so a lot of the places to go there, it's really inexpensive. You can go there and have a great vacation for,
$2?
no, but I mean, you could probably get your board, your hotel and wherever you stay for $200 for a couple weeks.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Compared to like going to Hawaii, where $200 will get you a few hours in a hotel.
Valves are tubes. In Italy, we call them valvole. Okay. Top of the cylinder.
Do you know Jack Wilkins?
I heard that Jack passed away. I didn't know him. No.
Right. Yeah, that's
But
what Tom said. He passed
Yeah,
this past week.
that's too bad. That's really too bad. Wonderful guitarist. Wonderful. Hi, Eddie Davis. I thought I saw Eddie somewhere on here.
Yeah, he's on here. He actually said that he is playing a 7-hour gig
Oh, my.
coming up here. I think
What'd you
that's
do to deserve that? Did you... What, do you get a speeding ticket? Now you got to go play a gig for 7
Oh,
hours?
no, he said last Saturday I did a 7-hour festival. 45 minutes on, 15 off all day. But that's pretty cool.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, that'd be a fun gig. As long as you're, if it's outside and you're... But I guess it's not that hot yet.
No, it's not, especially where he is. He's in the Bay Area, I think. Let's see.
Do you know Wendy or Mr. Walker? Wes's version?
Let's see. I don't have a track on that, so I should. My band plays that tune. It's fun.
Simon Cohen asked, what was Wes's signature scale?
Well, that's a good question. I'd say I don't know. But I do know that he never thought he always kind of thought in terms of diatonic substitution. So if it's a C minor, he's always playing, like a E flat major 7, and or maybe a B flat major 7 then. If we looked at the way he played, like Tear It Down, the lick was, let's see. See, this is all over C minor. And then it goes E flat minor. is he? I mean, that was his thing. Right there. So yeah, I think he was always thinking in terms of diatonic substitutions. So if it's an F chord, he plays in C minor. C minor chord, he's playing E flat or D minor or something. If it's a 1 chord, he's playing off the 3, So, yeah.
Let's see.
Anyway, enough of that.
David Eland, I just ordered a set of your strings for my new Ibanez AM 153 semi-hollow. Can't wait to see how it sounds. I also have a load-in acoustic. It's loud and really bright. Any suggestions?
A loud acoustic guitar
Yeah.
and really bright? And you don't like that? I thought most of those acoustic guys really liked it bright.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I get what he's saying. Sometimes they're just too bright, though.
Yeah.
They're just too, like I don't know, sparkly, and it's just like, wow, overwhelming.
Yeah. Well, maybe get that tomastic strings on it or something. They're dark. And acoustic guitars are just in another world for me. I have no idea about them. I just.
Sorry, I missed this part, but he went on to say, would your strings work on an acoustic?
Well, I put them on your Guild or your Gibson. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I did a whole album of this kind of stuff. What is that? An LG1, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this kind of stuff. Then you don't get all the. You don't get all that. It's just as bright. Maybe a more mid-ranger. You could try it. Why not?
Yeah, what seems like that is a problem with acoustics is that sound.
Oh yeah.
And I mean especially when acoustics, the strings they put on them, they're big old thick, huge fat strings.
Soft phosphor brown.
Yeah, and they're just so noisy.
Yeah. Acoustic flat top guitars are I don't know.
Martin asked, hello, Rich, could you play a Wayne Shorter song?
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
3-card Monty says, I have a friend who's been living in Thailand for 20 years now, eats on $2 a day.
Two bugs a day?
$2 a day.
$2 a day. Oh.
So there you go. That's how you go there for 2 weeks and you spend $30 on food.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy, huh?
It's great. That's why I want to go there, because you can have probably an awesome vacation. I've heard that if you spend a normal price for like a hotel here, and you pay that price in like the Philippines or Thailand, you will get like an Airbnb mansion. That's what you'll have. Like
Right.
They have those over there, and they're cheap.
Right.
I'll need to get over there.
Cuckoo, man, that's cuckoo. Yeah. Probably should have done it when I was younger.
Yeah, Jeff Linsky said he just played in Manila, coincidentally.
Wow.
There you go. Italian guy, Rich, did you know Ed Roman of Ed Roman's Guitar World in Vegas?
No. I met him. I saw him once, but I didn't know him.
And then Julia said, from your days at GIT, did you know Jackie King? He was an amazing player.
No. I didn't.
Okay, and then Quenda.
Everybody's striking out.
Quenda Music says, "Hi, Maestro Rich. Can you describe the difference in tone between a Gibson L5 CES and a Gibson West Montgomery?"
Well, you know, the L5 has got the back pickup there, holding down the top a little bit. So I think you're going to get a little more vibrant out of the top. Remember that one that Danny Denny had in Nashville? That sure had a sweet sound, really sweet. So I don't know how to describe it. They sound a little different. Some people like the sound of the two pickup one, just holding the top back a little bit. I don't know, you know. Sometimes you think it's going to be better to not have that pickup, and then you start to think, well, maybe I like the sound of it. Even though you don't use it, just maybe a little better. So I don't know. You would think in your mind that it would have a deeper, rounder tone, more. It would affect the body affects the string tone a little differently. When you've got suppression on the top, I would think then the pickup is doing a little more work, and so, man, it's pretty hard to say. You know, one of these days we'll bring in my Golden Eagle with one pickup, and we'll compare it to the Golden Eagle with two pickups.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So Dawn and Gail Severson said that Footprints is a Wayne Shorter tune.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Let's see, how did that go? What key was that in? Just played that with a group. I have a lesson on. I don't know how it goes.
Yeah, we need a printer in here.
Yeah, I could print it off and then, yeah, maybe. Cal, print up the chart for me, will you? I forgot how it went. I know I did, you know. I'm not a jukebox. I got to keep telling myself that. I'm not a jukebox.
But keep requesting songs.
Yes.
For sure.
So I can be embarrassed. Let's see.
That was embarrassing for you?
Yeah, because I don't know that. Everybody should know that song.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it starts on, let's see, wait a minute. It's F minor. I don't know how it goes. Yeah, let's see. Anthony Wilson said to me once, we were talking, and actually I took a lesson from him. And he said, well, I asked him about a tune, and before he went to play it, he said, yeah, I don't want to embarrass myself right now on that song. Let's pick something else. I thought, yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
So W. Wickowick says realistically $700 to $800 per month would be good for a person over there. So go for a month vacation.
For where?
$700.
In the
probably Thailand or the Philippines. And then Jeff said the venue he played at in Manila was Solaire Resort and Casino in Manila for their 10th anniversary. They brought in 3 artists, Sting,
wow,
David Foster, and myself as the less expensive token instrumentalist.
Wow,
that's awesome.
Yeah, you're hanging with some nice company.
Yeah,
Good
did
for
you get
you,
to
Jeff.
meet Sting? Probably, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Hanging with him backstage. I like this question from W.C. Ray. What is daily first go-to guitar to start the day?
What's what?
What's your daily first go-to guitar to start the day?
Well, the ones that generally is out of the case, but I pick one in the morning to play.
You know what? That one, what is that? Gibson 125?
Yeah.
You're always playing that, seems like.
I know, yeah, I like that little thing.
And then Martin asked what Eastman that is. Maybe quickly just mention that again.
This is the AR 380. 380 John Pisano guitar. It's a nice guitar, runs about $1,500. Crazy. I like the tone of it with the overhead mic. Don't you?
It's a little bright, but I mean compared to I like it without. It sounds way better.
I was going to play Relaxing in Camarillo. Should I play it?
Sure.
Sure. Where do you set the limiter control? Oh, at about 10 o'clock.
Got it. Roland said, I heard Manila weather has been hot lately. I'm glad to hear the jazz venues have opened up again. They were still closed due to COVID last summer.
Wow, so there's a lot of jazz venues there, huh?
Yeah, that's where we should have our Guitar College annual board meeting.
Yes, we should.
We're going to start doing that. I mean, what a waste. We could just get a tax write-off trip every year.
Yeah.
Are you going to play it or?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Here, quickly answer this. Wikowick said, how about solid body of choice for jazz if you pick one? If you had to pick one.
I guess a Telecaster.
Why?
Why not? I mean, it's got a little bigger body, I think, than the Les Paul. Of course, maybe like a Flying V would be a good good jazz guitar.
What happened to that Les Paul you were going to get?
Oh, I didn't ever get it.
Oh, bummer. Man, that thing's probably already gone up $200 in value.
Wait a minute.
And then, all right, we'll keep going here while you get that ready. Nino said, what do you think about P90 for jazz?
I like P90s for jazz. They're not as dark as a humbucker, but, they're nice. They're nice, real nice. I find that the treble strings, the volume of the treble strings drop off, so it's hard to get that side of the pickup jacked up a little bit. Hold on. Whoa.
Yeah, so Robbie said that it's a good point about traveling over to the other side there. Can you survive the 20-hour flight to get to Thailand or Philippines or wherever over there?
That's the truth.
That's tough.
That's brutal.
Man, even like a 6-hour flight is so long. Oh, brutal. What? Why does some of these tracks just like
Poop out?
yeah?
Well, I supposed
Do
to
you
play
just get like bored and like I'm not just gonna finish this one. I'm just gonna
well,
cut it off there and
don't really
call it
have
a-
an ending for it, and if I did, I wouldn't know where it would even begin.
right.
If you know what I'm saying. Wes, you got any news? Time for a little news. What do you think?
Well, I guess so.
Good boy. Do it, Wes.
All right. Hold on. Oh, okay. So yeah,
You got what?
I got two stories here.
Two?
Yeah.
Good.
Make it quick, buddy.
Go.
Because these are not long stories. Everyone here probably knows Tom DeLonge from Blink-182, right? No? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Anyway, he's this pop punk guitar player. He's got a deal with Fender, and he's got this signature guitar. But the cool thing about it is this guitar actually has space dust in the finish. Space dust. Yeah, it's called, this is Tom DeLonge's Starcaster. Features actual meteorite dust in the finish, which is a potential first for guitar building. I don't think there are many guitars out there that have space dust, meteorite dust in the finish. So here's the guitar here, and yeah, you could see. I guess these spots here are where the space dust, the meteorite dust, is from. They said they put the dust from lunar, Martian, and carbonaceous meteorites. So the deal is with this Tom DeLonge guy is he is. I mean, this band Blink-182 is huge band. They're very popular. Been around since I was, in 8th grade. So, and they're still making music. But anyway, he's like his little passion project is trying to get the government to unseal all these records of UFOs. So he's written a few books about it. He's this huge like UFO nut kind of guy, and he's trying to expose a lot of the government to that to release these records, these military records and stuff about UFOs. And he's actually, since he has so much dang money, he's actually like done some pretty good work in that. I mean, I guess good work in that.
I've heard that about him.
He's definitely gotten the government to turn over some facts and stuff about what they've found and not. So anyway, that's kind of the deal with this guitar. They got him to. So yeah, if you want one of these, this is a Fender Starcaster. So you can see some of the dust in there. It's a cool guitar, though. I'm actually.
I like the body shape of that.
Yeah, and it's semi-hollow body.
Seems to me it was like Ovation made a guitar that kind of looked like that one time. Why would you want to put stardust in your?
Well, because
meteor dust
in your finish.
Yeah.
I don't know, to make your guitar kind of stand out. I mean, it's something that no one else has done. Plus, he collects meteorites, so he just happened to have it laying around. He got a couple containers of meteorite dust hanging out. So why not throw it in a guitar? You're in a famous band,
right?
I don't know. That's the kind of stuff you get to do when you're rich. That's kind of what I. That's
That's what you want to do.
Well, that's just kind of what I gauge. If you have a lot of money, you could pretty much do whatever the heck you want. And you made it by playing punk rock, so it's like...
That's even better. Huh?
Yeah. So anyway, I got one other story here, though, that you guys should see. This is crazy. So Joe Satriani is on tour right now. Everyone knows Joe Satriani, right?
Everybody.
So he has been on the road. He's been playing a lot, and he just posted this picture on Instagram of his finger.
Ow! Ow!
Yeah. So
Ouch!
Here's a closer look at it, and
ow!
Yeah. So he says it's getting worse. It's making me look for new ways to play. Ever since I started playing guitar, I've had a problem maintaining fingertip calluses. Super glue is awesome when things get really ugly, but it doesn't last very long, and the show must go on. And he asked his fans, are there any products out there to help? But that looks painful. Imagine having to play that, every night now, too.
God,
Like that ain't going to heal.
No, not if you keep playing.
Right. And I mean, even if you stop playing, it's going to take...
What could you do about that?
Take a week at least. So he was saying that a bunch of people have been helping him out with kind of like different antidotes to
I don't know what you'd do about it.
Yeah,
That's
so
horrible.
And he's like he said, the show must go on. So, have you ever had anything like that happen to you?
No, not like that. I mean, I just recently had a cut on my finger. It's healed up just now, but then the scab came off. But yeah, it was awkward.
Yeah, someone said, Dave Bronson says that soaking in brine helps with the calluses. I would think that too, is of like getting it nice and soaked up, keeping it in water so it can.
Yeah,
but then other people
moisturized.
Like this guy right here says it's a balance of drying and healing. Clapton used to use rubbing alcohol to dry them out, but then you also have to restore the leather. Try a little coconut oil before bed. So
that's good. Coconut oil's good.
Yeah. So it's interesting how they're saying, dry it out and then lube it up, and get it nice and moist again, and a process like that. A lot of people are saying vitamin E oil, vitamin C, collagen supplements. But man, it looks like he set his finger on a belt sander or something. Like
Yeah.
And
that I can't believe that's happening with him. Good God.
Yeah. So.
Boy, he's got stubby fingers, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yep.
Doesn't seem to slow him down much.
No, he can wail with the best of them for sure. So Yeah. So good luck, Joe Satriani, looking for new ways to play with that going on. That's tough.
Some of these comments on here, funny. Talking about Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah.
All I know is Uranus is a gas giant. That's funny. Yikes. Can you turn up the... This is such a weak output. Turn up the guitar. Let's see. How'd that go?
Did you see Don Spain's joke? You know what toilet paper and the Starship Enterprise
Wipe out Klingons.
Yeah, they both fight Klingons around Uranus. That's pretty good. Yeah. Too bad you can't think of jokes that funny.
That's an old joke. That
I
joke's
know,
been
yeah.
around since...
Well, I mean, it's not like you're making up these original jokes. You go search for bad jokes.
Well,
You can't even
true.
search
There's
for
nothing...
good jokes. So
Yeah.
good job, Don. Keep searching for good jokes.
Moleskin. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking about that, but rubber finger cots. But they don't work. Hi, Jacob. We're gonna miss you at camp, Jacob. Anyway, here is this Silvertone guitar. Let's see. Oh, there's the tone. Anyway, yeah, it's got that kind of a funky little. I didn't change the strings on this. As a matter of fact, I put these fret markers on there, and it's just electrical tape. Little piece of electrical tape, because it doesn't have fret markers on the side, and that kind of drives me nuts. I did a little recording for Chris Montez, and I used my Howard Roberts, the one that you broke the neck on.
Uh-huh.
And that guitar just had its own sweet tone. And I just heard it the other day, and I thought, God dang it, that guitar sounded good. I got rid of that thing. but it just had an unusual tone. And this kind of does too. Oh, that was the back pickup. This is the one I wanted. Anyway, I just like that. Yeah, you're right. This doesn't have a truss rod. It's got a little bit of relief in it, just a tiny bit, which is fine. And I guess I don't know about what strings I want to put on it. I haven't worked on it really, except for this morning. So, but anyway.
So what is that? Like, who was that guitar marketed for?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Well, I mean, is it for country guys or rock, not jazz guys, or or was it just, hey,
It's a solid tone.
Sears is offering, hey, this is a cool looking guitar. So parents that had more money were like, oh, let's get them the good one, and it just doesn't even matter.
True. It's hard to say. It's hard to say what they were thinking, or if they were thinking at all. I have no idea.
How much more would that, like that? So that was made in, say, the mid 50s, right, or something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
How much was it? A lot cheaper than a
Name
Gibson?
brand?
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah. A lot cheaper. Let's play a tune on it. You want it?
Yeah.
Kind of a slow tune. Might have to adjust the level. I had to cut it off. My hand was hurting. So kind of different sounding, isn't it?
It sounded good though. It worked for that song. It sounds different though.
Yeah.
You know, W.C. Ray said that it has a kind of a plastic tone to it, and I kind of hear that.
Yeah, I could hear that. I think that's a good description. I like that tone. Just something different, you know?
Yeah. What was that song then?
Little Darling.
I got it.
Yeah. So,
Al
we lost viewers during that song.
Al said, "Does that have a baseball neck like the Harmony Rocket?"
It's not too bad. No, not that bad.
And then he said, "How about a little shell voicing swing to see what that sounds like?"
Shell voicing. What does that mean?
I don't know. But Danielle had a question here that's interesting. I stumbled on several country lick videos recently. Offhand, I was thinking with a focus on triads that those licks would not conflict with jazz. Ever investigate country licks for jazz repertoire?
No. I never did, but it would. You're right. It would work. I mean, if you start making that, because a lot of those country guys in Nashville, man, they love playing the old swing music and jazz and what have you, but they use their country little deals, You know. Leave the overhead.
There you go.
Ta-da!
Dave Bronson said Texas swing had its roots in jazz.
That's right. A lot of those guys love Charlie Parker. Did you ever watch the movie Crazy? Not Crazy Heart or
No.
anything. Crazy about Hank Garland. You need to watch that movie.
Dawn likes jazz licks. They sound good in country, in my opinion. Dave Bronson said Bob Wills employed jazz musicians, Eldon Samblin, etc., for swing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will and the Texas Playboys played Western swing. So that must be, have jazz roots, obviously, if it's swing, right?
Yeah. Spade Cooley, California Western Swing. Yeah, that's all good stuff. Good.
Spade Cooley, California Western swing.
Yeah.
Let's see. John M. Carter says your improv is great. Your choice of archtops, as is your choice of archtops. My question has to do with a replacement pick guard for my Super 400. Would you happen to know where I could get one? Love your show.
Well, I don't. You could just do a search on the internet. I do know a fella that can make you one. He made one for me. His name's Benny Rodriguez. Lives in the Bay Area in California. Benny Rodriguez. He made this one for my L5. And usually on these this is the old material too, the gas off material. So it was rather expensive to get this done. But he actually took some of the binding, well, most of the binding from the original pickguard and put it onto this. And so I you can get it with the turtle shell things, the stock things, but I wanted more of the see-through one. See how you can kind of see through that? And that's the original material. And so I had that made. And he probably has more of this material. So if you want to give him a call, tell him you saw the one you did for Rich. And
When you say that was expensive, how much was it?
$300.
Gotcha. That is pretty expensive, but man, that is a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
Roland said that Joe Pass made a record with Roy Clark playing Hank Williams songs.
Yeah, Roy Clark.
Roy Clark.
Yeah, and Roy was a big fan of Joe Pass, as most any guitar player. You can't deny Joe's talent. There's an example of a nut that needs a little graphite in it. Listen. Trying to tune this thing up. Well, now it's moving. Now watch. It doesn't go. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I know it's ugly, but a little graphite in that nut or Vaseline or something. That's one nice thing I like about flat wounds. You don't have that problem. Wow.
What about Graph Tech nuts?
Yeah. then you got to recut the nut and everything. You know, those are nice, but you got to have it installed for you, and that's a pain. Let's put some graphite in there. It'll dirty it up, but that's okay. So yeah, this is the 535. They make Denny Gerosa was we were talking about this on Facebook, these guitars, and they're just so nice. Anyway.
Question here. Can you recommend some nice 16-inch archtop you have played with a floating pickup? I bought an Eagle Classic after watching your vids. Love it, but want to add to that 16 with a floater.
Well, I just happen to have two fantastic Sweet 16s, and they're on our website. So Sweet 16 with a floater. That's as good as it gets.
Yeah, there you go. That was from Jesse Mullins. Check out the website, guitarcollege.net, and you'll see the thing on the side that says guitars for sale, and you can check them out. Plus, there's videos on both of them, too, on the channel.
True.
If you
True.
search. Jasper just left, but he asked, have you tried the Eastman Romeo LA model?
We had a Romeo, a couple of them, and I sold them right away. They're a real chimey guitar.
That's supposed to be like a Les Paul thing, right? Solid body, right?
It's a solid body, yeah. It's nice guitar, real nice.
Al said,
no, it's semi-hollow body.
Oh, semi-hollow. Al asked, has Rich ever played the thin body fully acoustic P90 Eastmans, the T64, similar to the ES330?
Yes, I have. They sound great. They're really nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't...
And if I'm correct, the one thing I don't like about it doesn't have a pick guard, but the other thing I like about it is it joins the body in the 16th fret instead of the 18th. So I like that too. So it's like, I believe that's the case. So it's like the early 60s 330. So that's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Jelly bean. Yeah. Great pedal steel licks. Thank you. I have a whole book on those. They're really hard to play for me. I'm so out of practice with those.
Rich, if you were stranded on a desert island, and you had to choose between a Flying V or a Gibson Explorer, what?
I would take the Explorer. You can't play a Flying V sitting down.
Said Phyllis Diller or B. Arthur.
I played a gig one time, and Phyllis Diller was she was the comedian on it, and I was surprised at how little she is. It's a tiny little thing.
There was a question about whether you have ever tried these pickups. I can't find the question, but these Lace Alumitone Fusion Jazz 251 humbucker. Have you
Wow, that's a cool looking pickup. I've never tried it.
Yeah.
Let's hear the thing for a second.
Oh,
can you do that? Or
yeah. Hold on, give me a second. But they're expensive. $138. Is that?
No, that ain't much.
That's not. That seems expensive.
Okay, it's a little pricier, but.
Hold on.
kind of guitar is that? Is that a 175?
Here.
It's
on.
a fact. In the new economy, average people are becoming millionaires faster and easier.
Oh, is that a Howard Roberts Fusion? Wow.
So yeah, anyway, maybe that's worth checking out one day.
Yeah, yeah, that sounded good. I don't think it didn't. Gotta have that. Anyway, so can I order that book? Have you ever played an Epiphone Century? I had one time from the 60s, and I thought it was totally bitchin'. So, but that's that. Don says he has a Howard Roberts Fusion. You don't need to change the pickups.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, not sure what book is he talking about? Danielle said pointed out that the new Eastman solid body is the Juliet. I knew they were coming out with something new that was like really just a direct competitor to the Les Paul.
Yeah.
And that's the Juliet.
Show him the Juliet, would you? Because that's kind of neat. Show it to him on Eastman page. And also, why don't you look up that T64? And by the way, though, I have 3 of the T59 still. One's gone. I got 4.
This thing? Oh, that's cool looking. It's kind of different. Definitely looks a little more.
Well, it's a modern looking thing.
Yeah, it looks pretty space age. Looks like something you would see the singers on Austin Powers playing, these women singers playing one of these. Yeah, so I like it though. 1879. There was another one too. With the it's got the little Bigsby looking thing there. That's cool. I like it for sure. Oh, where'd he go? He's gone. Let's see. I don't know what else. What else did he want me to do? I don't know. Anyway, let me look at some more of these questions.
T64 is a thin line. It's under thin line.
Oh, right.
Thin line guitars.
T64.
Yeah, so there it is. Where does it join the body? Let's see. It looks like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I was right about that. That is a sweet. Oh, it does have a. Wait a minute. What model is that? T64. Yeah. Okay, that's a cool guitar.
Yeah, that thing looks nice.
I like where it joins the body. I'd just get one of those instead of looking for an old Gibson.
Yeah.
Eastmans are going up, man. Look at that price, $27. Yowza! But they're really nice guitars. I'm sorry to say it.
That thing looks so thin.
Well, it's a 335, just like this.
1 3/4 of an inch, huh?
Yeah. Testing 1 2 3. We still here? Bathroom.
So is that the one that is set up for jazz or blues?
Yeah, this I haven't done a thing to it. I took it out of the case. It's got 10s on it. No, Gail, the T64 is a little different than the T59 because of where it joins the body, and it's got P90 pickups, and it's all hollow. I don't think it's got a tone block in it. So anyway, your country book was my introduction to you years ago. Well, that's cool. Well, thank you. Where's that thing? Well, it looked an awful lot like these. Yeah. So, you know, my grandson is in Nashville, and apparently he's going to start working with a guy building aluminum guitars. He's a welder. And I was telling him that certain guitars, and I'm looking for, you see this trapeze tailpiece? Let's see, do I have anything that's a trapeze tailpiece besides that? Okay, so you see this tailpiece here? I think it would be neat to have a tailpiece that you could actually adjust the string length. So if this tailpiece could be down here, or it could be up here. Now, in my mind, on a trapeze tailpiece, the longer the string length is between the bridge and the tailpiece, the more flexible these strings feel. So if this distance between here to there is longer, I can put on a heavier string and it'll feel good, not so damn stiff. Now, the opposite of that is if I have a trapeze guitar and I want to play blues and bend a bunch of strings, if I can get that tailpiece up closer to the bridge, the string will bend easier. Okay, the shorter the string right at the end here, it bends easier. Just like that's why we like a tailpiece like this. What do they call them? Not stop tailpiece like this instead of a trapeze, because you can bend a lot easier with this kind of tailpiece. However, if you want to play jazz, you put on a heavy string on this, and man, they feel tight. So if you have a trapeze tailpiece, especially with the longer it is, you can put a heavy string on. It sounds big and fat, but it doesn't feel tight. So I was talking to him about, hey man, do you think we could invent something like that? Well, so I was thinking about it, and we'll have to see what we can come up with. Does that make sense, Wes?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Surprised no one's ever tried that yet.
Well, that's, yeah, I know. It's weird. You could, the simple Gibson trapeze tailpiece like this on this book here, on this guitar, it could be done with, actually, if these little rods were more even and didn't come at an angle, you could actually move this down,
right,
and put spacers, some kind of piping spacer there. And but you couldn't make it bigger. You couldn't make it closer to the bridge. So there's $1 million idea just sitting there. I shouldn't have said that now.
All right.
People are going to go out and patent that. And
No, I'm sure they're already rushing out to in their metal shops right now.
Yeah.
Just fabricating away. Wakoic said, speaking of aluminum, I'm interested in an aluminum replacement neck. That's interesting.
yeah, it is. Remember the necks that were on Applause guitars? They had a fretboard that was molded. So the frets were molded into the fretboard. It was one casted piece of metal. So if the frets wore out, the fretboard was history. But anyway, aluminum replacement necks. Well, there they are right there.
All right. Look at how much these are.
How much are they?
$11.99.
No kidding. Boy, we should send that to little Z about that. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's quite a bit of money. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, yeah. That's like the Travis Beam had that. Apparently that headstock would give it more of a ringing effect or something. I don't know. Wow, look at that.
There you go. $4,500 for this
Whoa.
Nebula dark matter guitar.
Wow. Gotta have it.
Right. I want to hear one. Huh.
Well, on the solid body, it's the pickup that's making all the sound, really,
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know that from that, remember that?
Yeah, the 2x4 video.
The 2x4 video. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. WC Ray said, is it possible to announce the price for the Ibanez L5 model, if it's still available?
What's that again? What? Would you?
Is it possible to announce the price for the Ibanez L5 model?
I don't have an Ibanez.
It's the Johnny Smith thing, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the high 30s. 30s, 35. Little above that. Which is good. I saw one for $5 on there. Anyway, shall we play something else?
Yeah.
Want to play something?
Need to do something. Or
Come on, we got dead air
we're
again.
We're losing steam here.
It's one of those days, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think I was gonna say, I think after this I'm gonna go for a run before lunch today.
Good. Why don't you run and get lunch?
No. Not going to do that.
No?
No. Don says, I have a Peerless Marin Martin Taylor, and the intonation is way off at the 12th fret. I believe you had a video on this.
Well, can't you adjust the bridge? Or is it a set bridge? So we'll get an answer from him on that. Because you got to just move the bridge.
Yeah, no idea.
Hey, I have a gig tonight.
Oh, nice.
I'm getting a lot of gigs.
What's tonight?
It's at a swanky hotel with a jazz quartet.
Oh, Hotel Slow. That's right.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Metal on metal sound. So I'm still debating about, remember we talked about the pickup is so tight on this top that it smothers the top, and I believe it because check this out. All right, so you have the acoustic mic on, right?
Yeah.
Here it is with, now I'm going to put my hand right here and try to get just this here. Did it change any?
Well, you playing it harder.
All right, now listen. Doesn't really change much, does it?
No.
If it was an acoustic guitar, that you would hear a big change.
Okay. Good. That was a great demonstration. That blew my mind right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me contain myself. Okay. Jacob asks, can you play the intro to Catch Me?
No. I don't even know what that is.
Catch Me, Please? Is that a song?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
But
But then,
you play Willow Weep for Me. Now, there's somebody
Yeah.
with some taste.
all right.
Yes, let's play Willow Weep. Okay, there was Willow Weep for me.
Let's see. Jacob said that Joe Pass had a good version of Catch Me.
I guess so, because he had an album called Catch Me.
There you go. Danielle asked or said in reply to Smothering Top, I find that archtop guitars often have a rubber-like support between the pickguard and top. I often trim a little off that support so it's not touching the top. You ever ran into that?
Yeah, there's, this one doesn't have it. But yeah, and I've actually put them on too, because the pickguard was too flimsy or something. But yeah, that's one other thing you could probably do.
WC Ray says, play 7 come 11.
Please. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to embarrass myself at the moment.
Hey, never. Quenda, what do you think about Gibson ES 350T reissue with normal scale length produced in 1977 to 1980 and in the early 90s?
They're all right. I don't, I like a bigger body. I like a fatter body. I haven't heard one and said, "Oh my God, that sounds great."
Danielle,
but they are comfortable to play because they're not as fat. But depends on what you're used to. But I like this. I think this is very comfortable.
Don Millen said, let's poll the audience. What guitar are you all sitting up with? I guess meaning what guitars are you playing right now? Is that what you're saying? He says, I have my Gretsch White Falcon.
Oh, wow. Is that an original or a reissue? Tell me.
Yeah, that's what those are expensive, right? The original one, at least.
The original's very expensive, yeah.
Caddy tailpiece, he said.
Caddy tailpiece.
I don't know what that means. Larry Mancini said, can you give us some pointers on how to get a jazz sound through the amp and through guitar settings? No one ever explores this important subject.
Well, it depends on the amp you're using. Remember, if you're using a Fender, dial the tone and the bass and the mid almost completely off and then work your way from there. Don't start at about 8, with a Telecaster, you're going to do that. But dial it way back so it sounds kind of hollow and then work your way up from there. So that's a Fender amp. If it's some of the other amps, like I generally play pretty flat. It's just flat, straight out flat. So, and then on the volume, if you back the volume knob off just a tad to 8 or so, then it kind of rolls some of the high end off and also back off the tone a little bit too.
Did you say back off the volume?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Dawn said too. The guitar volume should not be higher than 7.
Yeah, 7, 8, yeah, sure. Yes. Okay, what about we play a tune and anything else?
No, that's
This
it.
one for Jeff, the guitar. Yes, good, Don. I found myself frequently using an Eastman 503 or Benedetto. Isn't the difference in price between a Eastman and a Benedetto, I would venture to say about $5,000 price difference, wouldn't you? Something like that, 4 to 5. Crazy, huh? All right, let's play this West Side of Heaven. I always like this. It's just plain old fun. I bought the Bravo used and certainly not in mint condition. Danielle said that. Oh, good. Okay. Eddie Davis. Eddie L45 Heritage Eagle. What are you referring to there? Fender Tele Deluxe.
Talking about what guitars people have while they watch the show.
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you, Eddie. I didn't know you had a Cummins. How do you like that? Cummins. Same applies to saxophones. I think that the guitar that sounds better on a given day varies temperature, humidity, and the position of the stars. That's true. You never know. Okay, well, you know what? I think we covered a fair amount of ground today, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I had a lesson thing in mind, but we'll do it next week. Let our fingers heal a little.
Yeah, you're getting calluses.
So, anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining us. I really appreciate it. If you don't show up, we're not going to either. And so this is your show, and you're the one that makes it with your comments. And I appreciate everybody who has made comments today. Please hit the like button and all that good stuff for the YouTube little minions that control YouTube. YouTube is a strange animal.
Wow, speaking of embarrassing, jeez.
Let's see.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Well, anyway, hey, you guys have a good week. Should we just play a little minor blues just at the end? I kind of feel like doing that.
Someone did ask to play work song.
Oh.
Working song. I would imagine that.
Okay, hey, we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for joining us, and I hope you have a blessed week. Adios.